Hello everyone, I am ExxotikGaming and today I am back with another Pixel Gun 3D video, and today's video is another weapon review. Today's weapon review is on one of the new weapons in the big 9.4.1 update, the secondary weapon called the Exterminator UP2. This thing is absolutely insane. This secondary weapon has more power than most of the primary, special, and premium weapons of Pixel Gun 3D. This thing is in no way cheap. It is 234 gems, meaning that's about 23 US dollars. And you know, like I always say, you get what you pay for, and you paid a lot for this gun, and you will get a lot in return for it. It has a 24 lethality. That means that it is a one-shot headshot to a ruby armored player. So you gotta get those headshots, and you will be absolutely 100% set in matches as long as you can manage to get headshots with this thing. It even has a 4x zoom and a wall break, and I mean, my best description of this thing is it's a mini prototype. It literally is like a mini prototype with the 4x zoom and the wall break, and it even sounds like the prototype when you shoot it. It's a very, very powerful gun, and one you're going to get the best gameplay with in close range. Even though it says it has a 4x zoom, and even though you might be a little deceived about it having this type of zoom, I still feel like you can get the best gameplay in close range, because that's how I've been getting the best gameplay with it. Against ruby armored player, as you guys can see there, one shot headshot against them. And you know, that's one of those guns that even if you don't have full armor, you can still take out lots and lots of ruby armored players. I don't have full armor, and I can easily take people like this guy out. So I'm very happy about that. It's very cool. It's very cool, and I've been getting great gameplay with it so far. One thing I don't really understand is the fact that when you're in third-person mode, well, not really third-person mode, but when you're in the mode that I am in right now where you're not aiming, it does show that it has a blue scope, but for some reason, when you actually aim with it, it has a yellow scope. So I'm not entirely sure why that is happening, but, you know, it doesn't really bother me too much because I don't even use the scopes very much anyways in matches, but as you guys can see there, you do have a pretty slow firing rate, so you have to make sure to get that first shot and actually be able to get that to hit the player. So it's one of those things that you actually will require a little bit of skill to use. You can't instantly be fantastic with this because you have to have some sort of level of aim with it. If you don't aim constantly with this thing, then you're going to risk not hitting the players, and with a firing rate as slow as this is, you're going to be risking a lot with it, and the whole reload time takes a while. So, you know, you are vulnerable for quite a bit of time, but you can still manage to get people if you can manage to get headshots like I had done just then. It's very, very good, and even though it is very good, you will have moments where people will kill you. I mean, it's weird, but this is one of those guns where it's not like you're just going to kill everybody for like ever. I mean, it's not like that. With this one, you can actually kill people who have the Exterminator, which is good if the person's not really good at aiming, because as you guys can see here, I'm being killed quite a lot with this thing. I'm getting a lot of kills, but I am dying a lot. So, I mean, it's not one of those things where you're going to last forever in a match with, so you just have to keep that in mind. I personally think this is actually what you should use as a secondary with. It's not one of those guns where you should use it the entire length of the match and then get the best gameplay during the entire length of the match. This is truly one of those secondaries where you only use it a portion of the match, and that's when you're going to get the best gameplay with it. It has a very cool looking reload animation, and it looks really cool. I personally think this could almost look like an upgrade of the Steam Power. If you guys remember, or not the Steam Power, the Steam Revolver, this is what the Steam Revolver looked like, and it almost looks like it could exactly be an upgrade of the Steam Revolver. A pretty awesome looking upgrade, and you know, that's what I personally think. So I've really liked it so far. I probably won't use this very much in matches just because it is that overpowered, but regardless, this video, it's very, very good, and one you're not going to have to really worry about getting bad gameplay with at all. And yeah, guys, so definitely worthwhile trying out if you do have the price, or if you have the amount of coins available for the price. If you don't, then I'd recommend getting the Steam Revolver instead, and you know, that's kind of similar to it. It has a faster firing rate but a lower damage, so you can kind of get somewhat the same effect with the Steam Revolver than with this thing. So yeah, guys, it goes through walls, so people like this guy right here, if I want to try to shoot him through the wall, I can very easily do that. Like, here's somebody, and if I can manage to get a shot through the wall, Let's see if I can do it. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it just because it's a little difficult to get through wall shots in Silent School when you're actually trying to do it intentionally. But if I happen to get one by accident, then you'll be able to see that it indeed does do through wall shots with it. So people who have armor, you can actually take them out, which is great, and even if they don't have armor, but I don't believe that this is going to be one of those guns that's going to be available for very low-level players. I believe this is probably going to be available for some of the highest levels, and that's it. I am not getting the best gameplay just because I have not used it enough to the point, but if I did this review in a week or so, then I could show you guys just how powerful this thing truly is. And I mean, even if you look at the tip of the gun, it has that little blue thing like the prototype does, and you reload the same little plasma type thing that the prototype does. It's good. It's really good. And if you use the scope, you are at an advantage against people like that. As you guys could see there, I did get a double kill, which is awesome. You can get double kills with a single shot, which is really cool with this one. You can't do that with most of them, and it's actually pretty easy to do that if you are lucky and you can align your shots right, which, I mean, it's not really necessary to get double kills with it, and I'm not entirely sure why that guy decided to do that. That was a pretty newbie move of him, but, I mean, as you guys can see here, it's very, very, very good. Very good. And if you're lucky, you can manage to get tons and tons of people. So yeah, guys, this is the Exterminator UP2. I don't know what the original versions of this gun is like, so I can't really give you an opinion on the first version and the UP1 version. So, I mean, if you're looking for a review on the UP1 version, I'm sorry, I can't really tell you exactly how good it is. So, I just say, if you can, just get the full version and then you're good. You're set with this thing. And, I mean, as you guys can see here, I'm getting really good gameplay. And this is a secondary weapon. If you're sitting there and you're wondering, Exotic, why you think this is so great, you're dying a lot. I'm using this secondary weapon as a primary weapon, and most secondaries of Pixel Gun 3D are nowhere near as powerful as the primary. And this one can easily cope with things like the Dragon's Breath and the prototype UP2 and stuff like that. It's just that good. And it has a pretty decent amount of ammo. You can run out of ammo if you're kind of spamming that firing button, but, you know, like I always say, just don't spam the firing button too much. Just wait a bit and then realign your shot and then shoot again. That's where you're going to get the best luck with this thing. And I've really been getting good gameplay with it so far. This Silent School match, unfortunately, is not the best I've been getting, but, you know, that's just how things work sometimes in Pixel Gun 3D. I've not actually seen anybody with the newest armor yet, so I'm not entirely sure if this is going to be a one-shot against the highest armor level, but it might be. It might be. It has a 24 lethality, and I'm not entirely sure exactly how many hearts you get as the highest armored player in Pixel Gun 3D, but it might be a two-shot headshot against them, and then in that case, you should probably use something that's a little bit faster firing, like the SWAT rifle, and then get them down to about half health, and then use this to finish them off. That's what you should do with this thing. So, I mean, as you guys can see here, great gun. Great, great gun. One you're going to get really good gameplay with if you can manage to get those headshots and manage to get some of your first shots to hit the player. Now, this is a gun you can actually get bad gameplay with, and the reasons behind getting bad gameplay could be if you are not very good at aiming with the gun, and if it takes you a lot of shots to take somebody out. If it takes you tons and tons of shots to take somebody out, if you're really bad at aiming with this, then I'd recommend not to get it. And if you're good at it, if you can manage to hit people with your headshots the first shot you make, then get it. Get it. I mean, if you can make your first shot to a player a headshot, then you should get this thing. If you can make your first two shots body shots against a player, then you should get it. If not, then I'd recommend to get something else, a different secondary, one that has a little bit better, like, overall stats, like, you know, you could get the dual machine guns UP2 as a more spray and pray type of weapon, or the plasma releaser UP1 as a more area damage one. If you're not the best at aiming directly at a player, you can hit near them and take them out with a area damage weapon like the plasma releaser or the hot plasma pistol. So, yeah, guys, I mean, it's a good gun. It's a really, really good gun, and I will try to do some more videos with this thing in the future to show you guys some more gameplay with it. Maybe I could do like a revamped, overpowered weapon gameplay like I did just recently, and you guys could see, there you go, that was a perfect through wall shots against that ruby armored player, and that was actually pretty lucky because it was a headshot as well. So, you know, there you go, guys. I used a secondary the entire length of the match, and I still was able to get 36 kills against players. I did die a lot, but I was able to get quite a lot of kills, and you don't really have to worry about dying a lot in Pixel Gun 3D. As long as you can get the kills, then you're good. You don't really get a subtracted amount of points if you get killed by other people. So, yeah, guys, this is the Exterminator UP2. I mean, I really don't have much else I need to say about this thing other than the reasons why you should get it or why you should not. And I'll just recap on that. If you are good at aiming, then get it. If you're not, then you might want to stay away from this thing. And as you guys can see here, I'm about average aiming against people, and I've been getting not the most fantastic gameplay with this. I mean, I could probably get better gameplay with the dual machine guns UP2 just because they do shoot a heck of a lot faster, and they're one of those secondary weapons that are for the people that aren't the best at aiming. So, yeah, guys, this is the Exterminator UP2. I mean, I don't really have much else I need to say about this gun. If you guys did enjoy this video, then be sure to leave a like, comment, favorite, and subscribe for some more Pixel Gun 3D videos. Be sure to check out all of my other weapon reviews I have done on this channel. The next couple of days, I will be at a powerlifting competition, just so you guys know, so I will not be able to upload Friday or Saturday. Just in case you guys were wondering in those future days why I'm not uploading. And yeah, I'll tell you guys all about that after I get back on Sunday, so you guys can stay tuned for that. And then that will be when I do the next reviews on the newer weapons of this game. So I mean, I'm going to review all of the new weapons in this update, so if you're looking to see what the new weapons are like in the game, you can just wait for like 2 days or so to see exactly my opinions on them, the Stinger and whatever else the other one was. I believe it was like the Carrot Sword or something like that. I don't actually have them yet, but I will tell you guys once I get them, my opinions in them, once I do a review on them, so you guys can stay tuned for that. But anyways, yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for the video. Hope you guys did enjoy, and let's get one last kill here. I have 2 shots. Can I get one last kill with 2 shots? Well, I mean, that was a pretty easy shot there. Oh, okay then. Okay, there we go. So yeah, guys, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.